We'll give a few minutes for people to get back in here, though. Just give a few minutes for this one. You said that. We'll give a couple minutes and then we'll get going again. Okay, I'll get going now. I'm back. So let's get started with our next matchup. We have Galenskog versus Chris Reed. I believe Galenskog is 0-1 and Chris Reed is 1-0, if I remember correctly. So obviously Galenskog trying to stay in the tournament and Chris Reed looking to clinch his bracket spot. So looking at the matchup, the first thing I noticed is Metagross goes fucking crazy here. Outside the Fortress, nothing really takes it on, and Fortress is just a couple HP fires away from going down. And the Kingdra also looks very frightening. Yes, this user can get rid of the rain, and then you can go into Clef, but it's still really hard to get that sequencing right. On Galenskog's side, though, his Tyranitar does look quite strong here. Meganium is the best real check too. He's not an amazing one, but you can do it if you really need it to. Flygon's also quite good. Meganium's gonna be super pressured between Flygon and T-Chart, to be honest. In terms of hazards, we do see Galenskog has the Rose Raid. So Chris is probably gonna have to play with hazards unless he brings Kabutops, but I don't think Kabutops is a great matchup here. And Chris can obviously get up his own rocks, which might be useful long term. Fortress can spin pretty easily here, though. I think I'm going to win Chris Reed on the matchup here. Metagross and Kingdra both look so good. Let's get into the game. Galenskog's going to read Tyranitar. Chris Reed's going to read Azelf. Crunch is just going to on turn 1, not KO with the Colt Burberry, and U-Turn's just going to gay it out for 45% here. Drapian's going to come in. Fortress is going to be the switch. Drapian's got Ice Fang, though, predicting the Flygon. Sure, it's just going to taunt the Fortress. Like, his Fortress can't do shit here now. Yeah, Drapian's going to Fire Fang. What's Fortress going to click then? He is packing Earthquake, but he is a Shuckleberry Drapion. That's an offensive Fortress that would have done fucking 68. Oh my god. In comes the T-Tar on the Fire Fang. And it's going to reveal to be Scarf. So Drapion's going to go down. Actually, we knew it was Scarf because it outsped the Azelf. Duh. Metagross going to cook Ice Punch. And the Octillery fucking came. I love Octillery. He is so funny. He's not good, but he's so goofy. And it gets Thunder Wave. I did not know this mon got Thunder Wave, so that Kabutops is now paralyzed. Fortress is going to come in, ask Kabutops is just going to take it down with Stone Edge. But oh my god, Octillery did something meaningful. Flygon's going to come in, it's just going to quick substitute. Ooh, but the Pyroslane's going to come in, that can easily break up the Ice Shard. Yeah. Flygon's going to quick Earthquake, he only does 45. Octillery is back. It's going to take way too much fucking damage from that Earthquake. It's a Life Orb Piloswine. Holy shit. I didn't know it earlier because in Gen 4, hitting a substitute does not give you life orb damage. That's why Pilot One did not take anything from the Ice Shard. October is going to quick protect, and the Flygon's going to come back in, but obviously Ice Shard will just knock it out. Yeah, life orb Ice Shard's going to destroy this Flygon. What's going to come in here? Clef. Super Piloswine going to 70. I didn't know Piloswine got that. I only knew about Mamoswine. And oh my god, this Piloswine is doing so much work. And in comes the Roserade. It's still going to take 37 from a -1 Piloswine. What the hell? And -2 Ice Shard still going to hurt. He's going to switch out, though, into the Kabutops. Roserade's going to Shadow Ball. Interesting. Kabutops. I'm surprised Kabutops is going to force this out because Roserade is faster. Signals to me that Roserade does not have a grass move, though. Noctour is going to quick surf, but the sand boost from T-Tar is going to keep Kabutops alive. However, Kabutops is going to get fully paralyzed. Kabutops just got Aqua Ding. We're going to get an Octillery kill, ladies and gentlemen. This is the best day ever. Octillery kill. Let's fucking go. That is awesome. Anyway, Mega Grass is going to come in now. It's just going to protect. What's Mega Grass going to do? It's just a quick Hammer Arm. Interesting. And Hammer Arm is going to take down the Octillery. That crit definitely did not matter. Clefable's going to come in. But Mega Grass outspeeds. Is that Scarf? That might be Scarf then if it's still... No, wait, no. It's Switch Missouri with Ice Beam into HP Fire. So even at -1 outspeed Clef, that's kind of wild. A Sleep Powder into Azelf. Azelf's going to go sleep, which is pretty big for a Galvant's He's in a really tough position. T-Tar's going to come in as the Azelf stays asleep. T-Tar's going to crunch, take out the Azelf. Surprise Chris is already saying GG is the Mega Grass Bullet Punch. Yeah, it's going to Bullet Punch. That's going to take out the Roserade. Surely T-Tar's in range. It's going to live, but it doesn't matter. Even if it knocks out the Mega Grass here, which it will with a crit. Ice Shard from Piloswine can just finish it off. Wow. I mean, it was only a 1-0, but I think Chris kind of had the foothold the whole game. I'm happy to see Octillery do something. No, I love Octillery. He's so goofy. He's so funny. I love this guy. But yeah, I mean, Chris kind of controlled the whole game. This Piloswine did so much work. Were we using Piloswine as a mini Mamoswine for like a lot less points? I mean, it worked here. Ice plus ground plus fighting just smacked this team up. And the Mega Grass was also very good. Just classic 4 attacks. Yeah, a very good win from Chris here. A 1-0, but a very dominant 1-0 in my opinion. Next game, we have KJ versus Watashi. So, we do see this matchup. So, the only Dragon Resist is Gliscor. Yes, there are some other bulky Pokemon that can take a +1 outrage, but they get chipped really fast. So, Dragonite just looks insane here. We also see on Watashi said the Raikou looks pretty solid. It's a good Suicune answer. You have to watch out for like Yachi Berry Gliscor though. But I mean, Raikou can just sort of Shuckleberry cover that anyway. On KJ's side, Suicune looks really good here. The only real threat to it is the Raikou. And yes, that's a pretty big threat, but you have some things that kind of check Raikou. In addition, Roserade looks not bad here. It hits this team pretty hard offensively, and it can get spikes, which Fortress can not really remove unless it's trying payback for the Rotom, which it probably will be, but still. Be of a tough position. Watashi Snorlax, I honestly don't love in this. I think it's fine in this matchup, but Hitmontop is pretty frightening to this team outside like the Crest. So it could be a slight issue, but Snorlax definitely, if it starts getting going, it could just win the game because Snorlax is what it does. I think I'm going to lean Watashi in the matchup just because Dragonite's so strong here. So let's get into the game. KJ on the left, Watashi on the right. 2 custom avatars. You'll love to see it. Raikou is going to lead, as is Yuxi. Yuxi's just going to get up rocks as Swampert is going to be the switch in here. U-turn only doing 10% to the Swampert. And Swampert is going to get up rocks of his own. Roser's going to spike as a Swampert's just going to roar here. So we can just start calm minding. But yeah, surely the Swampert's just going to roar again. In comes Rotom Frost. Interesting. Roser's going to come back in, scouting the Toxic from Swampert. Very good play. What was Frost for D9? That makes sense, yeah. Snorlax is going to come in on the Roserade. What's Roserade going to click? Presumably a Toxic Spike. Oh, wow. But Snorlax is in a decent position here. It's going to get intimidated, presumably, yeah. It's going to start cursing, though. But Hitmontop probably frames this out, doesn't it? It's just going to stay in, only do 52. Does Snorlax KO back? It's going to self-destruct. Yes, it will. That crit did not matter. That's just a booming Snorlax. Curse Self-Destruct is a hell of a set, my god. Swampert comes in, takes some chip and gets poisoned, and this Uxi's gonna just U-turn out. In comes the Rotomass. Swampert's gonna roar, keep racking up that hazard damage. Brings in Rose right here. Rose's gonna get up another spike. Swampert's just gonna keep roaring. Suicune's gonna fire off a surf, but Swampert's off. Oh, just gonna actually get the toxic play this time. He is gonna toxic Suicune. Very good play from Watashi. Where I guess he Surf come out and knock out the Swampert, but Suicune is now on a timer if it's not packing rest. Fortress is going to come in. Interesting. It's presumably special defensive and wants to spin here. Rotom's going to be to bring in, and Payback's going to do 41. That's really good damage. Rotom is going to Willow, though. Is the Fortress Lump? It is not. Fortress is going to get up a spike, though. Thunderbolt's going to knock out the Fortress. That crit probably mattered because we saw it took so low for Suicune Surf earlier. It's unfortunate for Watashi. In comes the Raikou. Uxie is a switch in as Raikou is going to start Calm Minding. I mean, he's obviously going to fire off a Shadow Ball here, right? No, just a quick Thunderbolt. Uxie's going to take 51, get some chip with U-turn. This Raikou is starting to get a little low. And KJ brought the fucking Diglett. This has got to be Scarf, right? Scarf Diglett going to take out Raikou. What is this couple of games? We got Artillery, now we have Diglett. The problem is that Scarf Diglett less than Dragonite, and now Dragonite probably just wins the game. So that's the unfortunate thing. Yeah, Dragonite's good Dragon Dance. I think everything's 2-0. I think D-Knight just wins now. I mean, you walk into Outrage, and Suicune's going to go down. Yeah, I mean, Diglett was cool. Got rid of the Raikou, but it did kind of open you up to this. Outrage going to knock out the Uxie here. Is getting confused, but it has Lumberry. Rotom's going to come in. It's going to go down to Outrage as well. And yeah, at the end of the game, Rosewood's going to come in. It's going to take Outrage. Even if it's a two-turn Outrage, like, don't think it's going to matter. Diglett's going to come in. Is it two-turn Outrage? It is not. Dragon's just going to come 5. Scarf Diglett go to Rock Slide, going for the flinch, but it's not going to get it. And yeah, Dragon's just going to reverse sweep that game. I mean, that's what happens if you give Dragonite like a free save opportunity. He can just do this. He let all his Pokemon get really worn down, and then he walked into Scarf Earthquake. I mean, Dragonite's obviously in the back. Like, I think he kind of just did it to himself. He didn't really. I mean, he didn't have a great check to Raikou anymore, but, like, you kind of just auto-lost a second click Earthquake there. I don't know. But, yeah, the Curse Self-Destruct Snorlax is really cool. Just Curse, bait something in, and boom is really nice. I like that a lot. Nothing else too crazy prep-wise. Looks pretty simple, but, yeah, big fan of, I like the Snorlax. That's a really unique set. We don't see it very often. Diglett coming is funny. It did kill the Raikou, but I feel like it kind of was more of a liability than a benefit here. Like, I feel like if you just brought Gliscor with Yache Berry, you would have achieved the same thing, and you would not have just auto-lost to Dragonite. But that is what it is. Watashi could take the win there. Let's go on to our next game here. Next up, we do have Game 16. First, this one. So we got Espionage versus Cord. Espionage is 1-2. I believe Cord has not played any games yet. I could be wrong. Oh, Espionage, it's you. Yeah, welcome. We're watching your game on stream. Very nice. So again, the matchup, Dragonite looks pretty strong. I think a mix set might work well here into Regirock, but probably doesn't even need it. You have decent ways to wear down Regirock. On Cord's side, Infernape is a little scary as it is in every matchup, but Espionage just have switch-ins. Just have to watch out about setting up something like a Nasty Plot, maybe. Gyarados is quite strong here. There is no water resist on Espionage's team outside the Dragonite. So Gyarados is very, very scary in this matchup. He's gonna have to Espionage is gonna have to rely on Cress's bulk and Dusknoir's bulk to status it. And I think Gyarados probably runs Lumberry here, so that's gonna be tricky to deal with. Cord's Shaman also looks quite good. Only real switching is D-Knight. And obviously D-Knight doesn't really want to be coming on rocks and attacks. However, obviously Espionage's Dragonite is very, very good here. There's no way around that. Magzo is also pretty solid. Does good damage to Queen, good damage to Shaman. I can see a spec set maybe. I think I'm going to lean Cord with the Infernape and the Gyarados here. Let's get into the game. Espionage on the left, Cord on the right. We see Infernape lead into Dragonite. Dragonite lead, wow. It's going to Scarf Draco, bring Infernape down to its Focus Sash. But Infernape's going to HP Ice, and D-Knight is going to just barely live. It's going to be forced out of the threat of extreme speed. No, it's just going to be Draco Meteor again, doing 29 to this Regirock. The Hitmontop's going to come in as Regirock gets up rocks. Makes sense. Hitmontop's going to close combat, but the Driftwoom is going to come in to block a potential spin. Psychic's going to do 75. Holy shit, that's delicious, a lot of damage, and Sucker Punch is going to knock it out. However, that Aftermath's going to put Hitmontop really, really low. Gyarados is going to come in. Is Hitmontop going to switch? Or we see a switch into Nidoqueen on the Swampert. Okay, Swampert is a good switch there for Espionage. Shaman's going to come in. I assume it's... Yeah, Swampert's going to get up rocks. Makes sense. Sack the D-Knight here. Makes sense. You don't want to let Shaman get off a Leech Seed like that and start healing. Swalot comes in as Infernape is sacked. Nidoqueen's going to be a switch in for Klurd. Gonna give a Toxic Spike, but clearly Klurd did not expect Swalot to come. I actually really like the Swalot for Shaman because it negates Leech Seed healing with Liquid Ooze. Crest is going to start Calm Minding. Shaman is going to Leech Seed here, but Crest is going to T-Wave. Interesting. Crest is going to Psychic. Ooh, big crit. 56. That's huge. Seafair is going to get the drop on Crest, so this next one will do a lot more damage. That's a big crit there. We're going to see Crest switch out into the Swalot. Shaman is going to get fully paralyzed, so it can't fire off another Seed Flare here. It's going to switch out, get his Natural Cure as Nidoqueen comes in. Swalot is just going to Sludge Bomb, doing minimal damage to Nidoqueen. It's forced back out into Cresselia. What's Nidoqueen going to click here? It's just going to get the Toxic Spike back up, but like, why? The Hitmontop dies to Hazard. Oh, it actually dies to Rocks. I don't really think the Toxic Spikes are achieving anything here. The Crest is going to come in, just Moonlight up on the Shaman. Shaman's going to Leech Seed. Crest can start setting up, or it can just paralyze the Shaman again. Makes sense. Shaman's going to be forced back out into Nidoqueen. What's Crest going to click? It's just going to start Calm Minding. Okay. Crest in a pretty decent position now. Shaman's going to come back in. Crest is presumably going to Calm Mind again. No, it's just going to Psychic. Only doing 28. That's a very fat Shaman. I mean, Crest is pretty weak offensively anyway, so that makes sense. Seafair only going to do 13, but he's going to get another drop. Crest going to get up the Calm Mind, though. Shaman's going to Seafair again, get off 24. No drop this time, and Moonlight's going to heal up most of that, all that damage. Crest is nearly back at full now. Shaman's going to Keen Power. Presumably HPS for Dragonite, but yeah, Crest can keep setting up here. The one thing Crest has to watch out for is running out of Moonlights. The Regirock's going to come in as Crest goes up to +4. I don't think Regirock takes a +4 Psychic. Shaman's going to come back in here. As it's going to get paralyzed. Now +4 Psychic is going to do a lot to this thing. Shaman's going to switch out back into Regirock. Regirock's going to go down here, I presume. Well, after Crest Moonlights, of course. But yeah. Now he can just quick Psychic. Regirock lives, takes 6 feet. Is this? No, it's not. Boom on Reggie. Ooh, Room would have been really good here. But no, Thunder Wave. This is going to power the Crest, but I don't know how much that's going to matter. Crest is just Psychic doing 58 to Shaman here. Wow. Is Shaman packing Synthesis? It is packing Rest. Okay. That works here, I guess. Psychic's going to do 50. Shaman's going to switch out into Nidoqueen, but Psychic's just going to take that out. Crest is on a tear here. Regirock's going to come back in. Is it running Boom? Cuss that Berry. It is going to Boom. Does it knock out? It does take out the Crest. Big KO for Klurd there. The Magnezone is going to come in, as will Gyarados. Gyarados is going to Earthquake. Magnezone is Shuck a Berry. It will survive and take it out with Thunderbolt, assuming the Gyarados isn't Wakan. And even if it was Wakan, probably gone down. Shaman is the last Pokemon, and I don't think Shaman can win this game on its own. Seed Flare into the Magnezone, and Magnezone's just going to Boom. That doesn't even knock out the Shaman, but it doesn't really matter. You're just going to Swallow and you quick Sludge Bomb, yeah. Shaman's going to quick Rest, but it can't switch out anymore. Sludge Bomb surely free of KOs, right? No, it's a roll free of KO, but still, like, Shaman probably can't PP. Oh, I guess it could. Encore. Ooh, that's nasty. Actually, is it? I mean, Crest, it means Shaman can't make progress, but you aren't really breaking through it with Sludge Bombs either. Look, I don't think you have enough Sludge Bombs without a crit. I mean, you are likely going to eventually get one, but if you obviously that's going to be necessary. Shaman's going to sleep again, and it's just going to Boom. Never mind, the Swallow has Boom. Yeah, I mean, Boom's pretty fucking good. It's the 2-0 win for Espionage. That Crest did so much work. Oh my god. And I'm really happy to see Swallow do stuff. I love this guy in Scarlet Environment. I think he's pretty solid as a low tier. But he certainly did work here too. Swallow with a Sludge Run and Encore and the Explosion. Very nice. Red Rock coming's kind of neat. The Stone Edge did so much that Driftwind, but he did survive. Shaman doing a lot of work this game, but was kind of stuffed by the Swallow and Crest combination. Yeah. Very good win by Espionage here. Get into our next one. Next one is It's Fitz versus Rigorous. I'm pretty sure It's Fitz is 1-0 right now. I don't remember if Rigorous... I think I've seen Rigorous team before, so I think he's 0-1 probably. Looking into the matchup here, no Steel type. Into Dragonite. Good fucking luck. Like, there's nothing that's what you see on this Dragonite. If he gets up a Dragon Dance, the game is over. Like, period. So Rigorous is going to have to build very carefully not to let that happen. Albeit, I don't know if he has 6 months that can prevent it. Like... It can literally just like sub DD Outrage, then Spiritomb can't stop it unless it's HP Ice. I don't know, this Dragonite's insane here. In terms of Urmons, Rigorous's Zapdos does look pretty solid here. Just have to watch out for Raikou, and Raikou's pretty well checked by the combination of Shaman and Nidoqueen. Rigorous's Gyarados isn't bad. Like Waterfall and Ice Fang and Earthquake is pretty good. Earthquake at +1 should smoke Rose or at least do a ton to it. This Entei on Fitz is pretty scary. It gets Stone Edge, which does smack both Gyarados and Moltres very hard. Yeah, I think I just have to just match up today's Fitz on the... Just Dragonite alone should auto-win this. Let's watch the game. Gyarados lead into Empoleon. No Defiant or competitive this gen. Anyway, Rose is going to come in on the fucking ominous wind. What? Shaman's going to gain power, presumably HP, I have some ideas. Sludge Bomb's going to do a ton to it, though. It looks like it's out of range with our HPS, but Fitz is not going to risk it. Bring in the Umbreon here. Shaman's going to switch out into Hitmonlee. Let's Umbreon get quick. Just Wish makes sense. Switching out to Dragonite on the Hitmonlee. Hitmonlee's going to Stone Edge. That's just 87. Oh my god. Whatever Hitmonlee get this Dragonite kind of low. It's down to 63 now. That is very frightening. And, I mean... Rigorous making the right play. You cannot, by any opportunity, let Dragonite set up. Close Combat's going to take out the Empoleon, too. Dragonite's going to come back in. It's going to Extreme Speed, and that will knock out. Gyarados is going to intimidate his D-Knights. It's a very good for Rigorous. Raikou's going to come in as Gyarados is going to Dragon Dance. Is it Wakan? Is the Raikou... It's clearly not Wakan, then. The Raikou could be Scarf. Raikou switching out here makes it seem like it's Scarf, yeah. Nidoqueen's going to get up the rocks. Very important for dealing with this Dragonite. Umbreon's going to Wish. We're going to Ice Fang. Is Umbreon going to Baton Pass? No, it's going to Toxic. This Gyarados is getting worn down now. Obviously, the Ice Fang quick to without worry for D-Knight. In comes the Moltres. Raikou is going to be the double, though. That's very good for Fitz. It's going to give him a lot of momentum. Thunderbolt's just going... Oh, Thunderbolt's not going to knock out the Moltres, but it's too low to sub. Oh, God. No. That's really bad for Rigorous. And then Nidoqueen is going to come in on Thunderbolt. It's going to give a Toxic Spike here, but Rosewood can just absorb those. Earthquake's going to do only 23 to Umbreon. Yeah, Umbreon's looking really hard for... I don't know if Rigorous can break Umbreon without the Hitmonlee anymore, honestly. I don't know if it's doable. That's a crit, super effective Hidden Power, doing only 40. Umbreon's just so weak offensively. Umbreon's going to Wish. Shaman's going to Seed Flare, getting off 29% and a drop. Umbreon's going to Hidden Power. So that's HP Ice, but it's not going to KO Shaman. Now it's going to take a ton from Seed Flare. It's a lot of damage. It gets another drop. It is going to knock out the Shaman, though. Zapdos is going to come in with the Umbreon -4. It's forced out. I assume Zapdos is going to quick Heat Wave or something here. No, it's just going to Thunderbolt. That gives free entry on Raikou, more or less. Doubling into Umbreon, predicting the Nidoqueen. And Fitz is going to get that play correct. Nidoqueen's got Earthquake Vest and not going to knock out this Umbreon. Umbreon can Wish. It should survive with the lefties. It can now protect you, so it'll get it back up to around 48, I think. Flamethrower is going to come out. Yeah, and Umbreon's just going to have to Wish. Earthquake isn't going to do that much. What's Umbreon going to do? Just Wish again. Obviously, it's an Umbreon. What else is it going to do? Now it can freely protect here. Gyarados is going to come in. As the Dragonite comes in on Fitz's side. Wow. Very good double errors. Just not ever letting Dragonite get an inch. However, he is going to switch out into Moltres as Dragons. Oh no, he let Dragonite Dragon Dance. And it's sub DD. That's what I was worried about. But Roar on Moltres is going to keep Rigorous in the game. Holy shit. I mean, this man did all his prep for Dragonite. That makes sense. In comes Entei. Moltres gonna roost here. And he's gonna go Cane Power. I assume that's Cane Power Rock. I doubt that crit mattered. Life Orb Cane Power Rock. Sure, we have KOs. It could be HP Electric, I guess. Oh, never mind. It's HP Electric. So that crit may have mattered. Moltres, I can't doubt it, though. Entei's going to take out the Gyarados, and yeah, this game's looking pretty wrapped up. Entei's going to start Calm Minding and Zapdos, presumably clicks Thunderbolt. Yeah, that's only going to do 30. Entei's going to Fire Blast. Will that knock out? It will not. Is Zapdos going to Thunderbolt again? Yes. Entei will go down, but D-Knight's looking so strong now. As is Raikou, but you're just going to go D-Knight, yeah. Launch off an E-Speed as Nidoqueen comes in. We're going to start Dragon Dancing. Is Nidoqueen packing Ice Beam? It is not. Oh, God. It gets the burn. Holy shit. The one mon on Rigorous's team that can't stop the Dragonite from staying up, and it is going to stop the Dragonite from staying up. That's hilarious. Anyway, we're just going to take out Zapdos, though, and that's going to probably end the game. In comes Nidoqueen. We're just going to do Fairy 2 to it. Nidoqueen's going to knock out Flamethrower, but, like, surely Nidoqueen can't 1v free here. In comes Raikou. Go quick a button, presumably extra sensory. Cane Power is going to do 48. That Nidoqueen's very low now. It's going to knock out with Earthquake. And the Raikou was Shucka, not Scarf, okay? But you can just go Roserade and kill it now, right? Roserade, quick a Grass move. It's going to Symph, okay. As a Nidoqueen's going to quick Flamethrower. It's going to get a crit there. This Nidoqueen doing everything it can to keep Rigorous in the game, but it's not going to be enough. Yeah, now surely can Roserade just quick a Grass move? It's going to Symph again, fair enough. I mean, there's no reason not to, but... And now it should be able to knock out with a Grass move. Oh, it's Leech Seed. Okay, that's why it's taking so long. Fair enough. But yeah, Roserade can just slowly chip this Nidoqueen 6% a turn. Good again, another burn. This Nidoqueen's Flamethrowers are hot today, but it's not going to matter. Sludge Bomb, you might as well get some chip on it. Just speed up the process a bit. Flamethrower... Leech Seed, good, do chip. Yeah, I mean, you might as well speed up the process there. There's no reason. You might as well. Get Symph up again with this Roserade. Down just free, but it's not going to matter. Nidoqueen doesn't have enough turns left. I mean, Nidoqueen gets one more attack off, but it's not going to change anything. But Roserade's going to Sludge Bomb it anyway, so yeah. A good win for Fitz here. I mean, we knew Dragonite was insane. And honestly, Rigorous's prep was fantastic. I mean... He brought everything he could to stop the Dragonite, and he did manage to stop the Dragonite at least, so, you know, good for him, but after having to prep so much for Dragonite, it made it so he couldn't adequately prep for Fitz's defensive core, as well as Entei and Raikou, and it's like, what can you do? I mean, he had to dedicate so much prep to Dragonite, it's insane. I think the pro's really good, though. I like this Gyarados, I like this Shaman set. The Life Orb Hammerling makes a lot of sense. There's a solid Nidoqueen, you just have to watch out for D-Knight setting up on it, which is what happened, though. A decent Moltres set. Sub-Roar Roost makes a lot of sense, force things out. And we didn't see much of his Zapdos, but yeah. I mean, Rigorous cooked with this build. It just wasn't enough, unfortunately. That's going to move Fitz into brackets. I'm pretty sure it's going to knock Rigorous out of the tournament. Not that Fitz didn't have cool prep, too. Like, the sub-DD I expected, like, the Life Orb, HP Electric Entei's cool. The HPS on Umbreon's neat. Yo, cool stuff. Okay, let's get into our next game. Next game. Let's get into the next one. Yep. So here we have Zeb Strike Him Down versus Rome Boom Nixie. I believe both of them are 1-0 at this point, so winner will clinch a bracket spot. Now, unlike the last game, this team has a Dragonite checks in spades. Obviously, it's still frightening, but like Blastoise plus Scarm plus Hippo is not bad into D-Knight at all. In fact, Rosebloom's offense doesn't look great here at all outside Starmie. Starmie is really strong here, though, but something like a fatter Rotom can take it on pretty effectively. On Zeb's side, I mean, Zeb obviously is a very fat team here. And also, I think it's going to be kind of hard for Rosebloom to break. He has really good ways to revenge the Lucario too if Lucario tries to set up. I could see like Rotom being Scarf potentially for that, with like a bulky Scarf to like guaranteed outspeed just Starmie. And then you can knock out with Thunderbolt. If it sees your bulk, it might not think your Scarf. And also have the potential to just KO and Lucaris and can't you know if its priority will do much E-Speed or Bullet Punch. So I don't know. I think Scarf Rotom makes a lot of sense here. Specifically Rotom Heat, obviously, so you can like one shot the Lucario reliably. I don't know. It's a pretty basic matchup. I just think, honestly, I think Zeb's bulk is really good here. I don't know if Rosebloom's going to be able to break it. It's going to be the story of this game, so let's find out. Zeb on the left, Rosebloom on the right. We see the Dunsparce again. Dunsparce came to Rosebloom's last game and did so much work. Dunsparce, we usually could rock slide into the Hippo doing literally nothing. Will Dunsparce do what he did last game? He just paralyzed everything. It's going to rock slide again. No. As rocks go up for free on from Zeb. Earthquake's going to do 31 to Dunsparce. It's just going to get... Right, Dunsparce does get rocks for some reason. So that's Rosebloom's up. Oh, the rock slide was a misclick. Oof. Dunsparce is going to start roosting here, though, so it can just stall this Hippo. Starmie's going to come in. As Starmie's the double. Very good play from Rosebloom there. Forced into Rotom Heat. How much does Rotom get to take? It's going to get paralyzed. Oh no, if this was a Scarf Rotom, it's now virtually useless. Never mind, it's lefties, okay? Starmie's going to surf, not do much, but Rotom can just hit it. Yeah, Shadow Ball's going to do so much damage. Starmie is going to survive, but it's in Rock's range now. It's going to recover, praying for the para, but Rotom's not going to get parried, and Starmie's going to go down. These rocks are staying up on Rosebloom's side. In comes the Flareon. Interesting, not expect to see that today. Blastoise is going to come in. Flareon's just going to fire up a Lava Plume. Is it going to get the 30% burn? No, it isn't. It's good Toxic the Blastoise, so the Blastoise is going to surf to 47. Flareon's natural special defense helping it a little bit here, but I don't think it's going to matter that much. It's going to fire up a Wish as Blastoise quick spin, removing the rocks from Zeb's side. Flareon's just going to protect, get some health back. This Blastoise is taking a lot of damage from Toxic now. It's down to just 42%, yeah. Flareon switch out to Celebi, that makes sense. Expecting a Surf, and the Surf is going to come out. Blastoise is going to be super low. It's going to be at like 17% or something. Yeah, 17. Celebi's in a prime position now, too. It's going to Skarmory. Celebi's going to fucking Charge Beam. I forgot he got that. I don't think I've ever seen anyone run Charge Beam Celebi before. That's a sick set. It's going to hit into the Crobat. Get the boost on a second try. It's 70%, so that makes sense. But Celebi's probably forced out here, right? Yeah, it's going to be forced out. The Flareon's going to be the sack. Crobat's just going to U-turn, though, instead of Brave Ring, so the Flareon will survive. In comes the Blastoise. Flareon can't kick Wish. Blastoise might be in Lava Plume range, though, right? It's just a Wish, though. Flareon's going to go down, but it's going to heal up something else after. Zeb's up 6-4, though. He's going to... Oh, no, right, 5-4, right? Blastoise will go down to Toxic this turn. Lucario's going to come out on Roseblooms to try and make some progress, but Roserai's a bit of a tough matchup. Roseray is going to Sleep Powder. That might be a speed tie. Wish is going to heal 2% on the Lucario. Very funny. Hippo comes in as Lucario stays asleep, and this is going to force Lucario out. He cannot take an Earthquake here. Celebi's going to come in, Gate Citrus Berry. Interesting. Earthquake's going to do 20%. That's more than I would have expected, honestly. But he's a very offensive Celebi, to be fair. Celebi's going to Psychic, doing good damage to Rotom. That's not to a KO. It's just going to... But he is packing Shadow Ball. However, the Rotom's going to live on one, but get fully paralyzed and die to sand. Oh, rough break for Zeb there. Crobat's going to come in, knock out the Celebi with U-turn. I don't know why it was sack Celebi there. You had a pre-free Dunsparce, but okay. In comes the Dunsparce now as Skarm going to come in. Dunsparce can get the rocks back up. So these are going to stay up now. Blastoise is down. Skarmy's going to start spiking as the Starmie is down, so he's going to do good damage with these hazards. Lucario's going to come in. It's still asleep. Obviously wanting to burn the sleep turns. And Skarmy's going to be paralyzed again. I'm not sure why he clicked there. Hippo's going to come in. Lucario burning another sleep turn. He's going to wake up and get calm-minded. He's special. Special makes a lot of sense in this matchup. It's like Aura Spear is not. Aura Spear is only 9 base power. It's not going to knock out Hippowdon. Maybe he needed to run. Maybe they needed to run Focus Blast, to be honest. But Dragonite's the last piece on Rosemoon's side. It's good Dragon Dance. Sure, we Hippo has Ice Fang, right? Yeah, Ice Fang. That crit. There's no way that crit mattered. And Dunsparce can't win the game on its own. That's it. I mean, can try. Crit's good, right? But like, there's no way Dunsparce can 1v4 like all of this. There's no way. So yeah, big 4-0 win for Zeb. A couple crits there, but overall I think it was pretty clean game relatively. Cool Flareon set. The Wild Plume Toxic Wish Protect, I like that a lot. Calm Mind Lucario is great, but you did need a bit more chip into Hippo. Charge Beam Celebi is hype. That is one of my favorite sets I've seen so far this tournament. I've seen a lot of cool sets. That's one of my favorites. I really like that. It's a cool idea. I'm probably going to steal that next time I have a Celebi versus Scar matchup. I'm probably going to steal that. That's really, really cool. Dunsparce coming, doing some stuff again. Cool. She really likes her Dunsparce. But Zeb just outlasting pretty much. Just outlasting, not even using much offense, just kind of outlasting the game, and that's what he did. He will be moving on to brackets, and Roseboom will move down to 1-1. Move on to our next game. 1 second, I got it. So we are going into our next one. Game 19 on the stock right now. We have JHM versus Sylvie. I believe JHM is clinched for brackets, or I'm pretty sure he's 2-0. Sylvie, I don't think has played 8 games yet. Let's see. So we are going to... Let's look at this matchup. First off, I mean, Kingdra into, like, Registeel. It's obviously a good check, but yeah. Yeah, so that's pretty good. And we see on the other side, this Scizor looking not bad here. Also, Superpower does kind of nuke the Registeel, so that gives it good potential there. What else is there? The Dugtrio's, I mean, I guess it traps the Registeel. That's pretty nice, actually. Because Registeel's really the only thing holding back the Kingdra Onslaught. Aerodactyl looks really good, though. No Rock Resist, no Dugtrio does not count. I guess Hitmontop counts, but I don't know if Hitmontop comes here. The spikes on Sylvie's side probably are going to be kind of hard to keep up because Kabutops can easily spin on Frostlass by fighting it with Rock Stab. And Rotom is a pretty good spin blocker into Donphan, but not as good as the appliance forms, of course. Yeah, let's... I think I'm going JHM. This Kingdra's just so good here. Sorry. Let's get into the game. JHM off, go read Mesprit. Sylvie winging that Registeel. It's going to trick the Registeel Choice Scarf as Registeel gets up rocks. Spikes go up. So 2 hazards now on this side. Sears going to get off a Swords Dance. Donphan is going to be switching back out. So it's going to bug by doing 33 into Registeel. That's not bad damage, honestly. It's going to boom, but Rotom's going to come in completely nullifying that. And while JHM is running 2 tricks, now his Donphan has a Specs. Oh my god. Sylvie is running well on time. It's only turn 8. They really need to start clicking faster. Frost is going to come in. Yeah, Sylvie's running out of time. It's only turn 9. How? That's crazy. Kabutops is good. Rain Dance. And Frost has a good Destiny Bond, but Kabuto's going to get paralyzed. That's really rough for Sylvie. Good Destiny Bond again, though. It doesn't... What the fuck? Destiny Bond twice in there. Just quick Ice Beam this time. I guess calling the power, but this time it's going to break through. Oh, that's a really fat Frostlass. Oh my god. It's good Destiny Bond here. That's why I was going to take it out, so they are going to trade Frostlass for Kabutops. The Aerodactyl's going to come in as the Zoroark. The Aerodactyl's very frightening here. Mesprit's going to be the switch. Aerodactyl packing Crunch. Just a quick Stone Edge. That's a 77. My god, that's banded. The Mesprit is going to use the Registeel's Custap Berry to get off a Zen Head, but huge damage to the Aerodactyl here. Scissor can just come in quick Bullet Punch. That's a heads up play using the Registeel's Custap. I really like that. Bullet Punch doing good chip to Donphan. Sears got Sword Stance. Oh no, it's the Dragon comes in. That's really strong. Bullet Punch is going to knock out the Dragonite. It's looking maybe over. JHM's going to Bug Bite. That takes out the Donphan. What's Sylvie's last Pokemon? It is Suicune. If Suicune's not packing HP Fire, I think this game is over. Surf's not going to knock out. Yeah, surely Bug Bite does it. It does not, but Suicune's going to be in Bullet Punch range here. That's going to be game over. I mean, surely Bullet Punch at plus 2 KOs from 21. It definitely KOs. Suicune's going to go down, and the Arrow's just going to die to rocks. Wow. Quick one there. I mean, Scissors did Servings had a really good matchup once Registeel went down. Was the only real answer to it. The double trick was cool from JHM. I really liked the trick Scarf Mesprit and the trick Specs Rotom. And using Sylvie's own Custap Berry against them was very heads up. That was a great play. Neat Frostlass. I like the Fizzstep Frostlass is kind of cool. But going for JHM, I'm pretty sure it's puts him to 3-0. So very nice. And on to our last game of the stream. We have, on the left, we have Sep. On the right, we have Dusty Dusknoir with his trusty Dusknoir. I believe I think Dusty might be, he's either 2-0 or 1-1. I don't remember. And Sep, I believe this is their first game. First thing I'm noticing is Sep's in trouble in the hazard game. Holy shit. I mean, two amazing rockers plus a Cradily into a team that's incredibly rock weak. And the Hitmonchan has the spinner, but unless you're on Foresight, you can't spin on Dusknoir. And having to fit Foresight is kind of rough. What would you run, like Foresight, Rapid Spin, Close Combat, like Thunder Punch? And the Hippo just comes back in and sets up rocks again. It's a bit of a prisoner's dilemma for Sep there. However, Sep's Gengar does look pretty good. Shadow Ball plus Thunderbolt hits this team really hard outside the Cradling Sand, which is actually kind of annoying for Sep to deal with. He does have a lot of great ways to hit it, so maybe Hitmonchan will come just for that. Dusty's Flying Resist is Heatran, so Staraptor could come. It's not bad here. I don't know if it's amazing. It's going to take a lot of chip from Sand and Rocks. I could see him benching it for sure, though. Zapdos looking solid as always. It's a Zapdos. It always has a good matchup. There's no such thing as a bad Zapdos matchup. Cradily kind of stuffs it. This Cradily actually kind of stuffs a lot of Sep's team. Sep's offense is very special. Even like Ice Fang from Mamoswine isn't going to do that much. I mean, he'll probably do a KO, but Cradily can do a ton back with Grass Moose. I think I have to lean Dusty here. I think just Gyarados is really strong here into Water Resist and Polion realistically. And the rocks are just going to be a huge difficulty for Sep to deal with. Let's get into the game. Sep on the left. I'm forgetting the name. Dusty on the right. Scarf Magnetic Flash Cannon on turn 1. Bring the Mamoswine down to Sash. It's going to get Broxto in, then Mamoswine's going to go down. And Polion's going to come in. Is it good setup here? It's just got Hydro Bump. It's going to miss. That's unfortunate. I mean, I don't know. It's maybe a bulkier Gyarados has leftovers. Zapdos is going to come in against Gyarados Earthquakes. Fine play by Sep there, nullifying it completely. The Hippo's going to come in. Zapdos going to cook Toxic or something. No, just go U-turn. Okay. Getting in the Sceptile here. Interesting. I'm curious what the Sceptile will do. It's going to sub. Is it Subseed? Hippo's Ice Fangs. Those subs are not going to stick around. It's going to protect. Yeah, it's definitely Subseed. It's protect. It's going to fire for an Energy Ball. It is Rindoberry Hippowdon on it, being worried about the Sceptile. Ice Fang's going to do 60 for you. Sceptile's so low now. It is going to force out the Hippowdon, though, as a fire Energy Ball. And the Magneton's going to come in. That's a lot of damage. I mean, obviously, it's like non-bio Magneton. We know it's Scarf, but still. Protect with the Sceptile. I don't really know why you're not gaining. I guess unless you would check what it's locking into. Fair enough. But you don't have a Thunderbolt solution anyway, so Sceptile's going to go down here. What's the bring in? It is Hitmonchan. It's presumably just going to fire off the fighting move here. It's got Ice Punch expecting the Hippowdon, but Terragro's going to be the switch in. Terragro's going to spin, getting rid of these rocks. Hitmonchan's going to pack Earthquake, though, taking out the Tentacruel. Dusknoir's going to come in, forcing the Hitmonchan out. Just going to burn this Empoleon. Assuming Empoleon's going to fire a big Hydro Pump here. It's just going to get rocks. Okay. Double rockers on both Empoleon and Mamoswine. Interesting. With the Tentacruel down, those rocks are going to stay up. Toxic is going to hit the Cradily, putting on a timer as Rockslide going to miss. Not that I would have done much anyway. Grass Knot does 8. That's very funny. And Earthquake's going to do a good chunk to this Empoleon. Empoleon is in range of another Earthquake here. As Zapdos comes out, but Cradle is going to cook Rest. This Cradle looking very frustrating. However, Hitmonchan is a pretty decent way to break it down. However, the Dusknoir's have a problem with that. Hippo's going to come in. Presumably Zapdos going to U-turn. Yeah, Zapdos going to U-turn. Into Hitmonchan. Don't you just go into Empoleon quick the Hydro Pump there? I don't know. Anyway, Dusknoir's going to come in. Hitmonchan, I got a Foresight or something. Just going to fire for an Ice Punch. That's only going to do 27. It's not that much. Now, Sep's going to let Zapdos get burned, but instead, there's just going to be a Pain Split healing up the Dusknoir significantly. Zapdos is going to Roost. As Dusknoir's got Ice Punch, not doing much at all since Zapdos lost his Flying typing. In comes the Magneton. I presume Zapdos is just going to U-turn here. No, it's going to Thunderbolt. That does a lot of damage, but this Scarf Magneton can't fire off a huge hit here. Sacking off the Empoleon, fair enough. As the Magneton's go boom. Good scout by Sep there. Wow. Very good play. Zapdos into Dusknoir. Presumably Zapdos just going to attack. Let's see what the Hippo comes in. It's goes to a Thunderbolt, yeah. Zapdos is going to hit him power. It's going to knock out the Hippowdon, presumably HP Ice. Cradle is going to come in. I can't imagine HP Ice doing that much damage to it. It's just going to U-turn out for 23. Into the Staraptor. That's Sep's last Pokemon. Cradley is not running Sweep Talk, so Staraptor is looking a little frightening here. In comes the Gyarados to intimidate the Staraptor. Nice play by Dusty there. The Brave Bird still could do 31. This Gyarados is going to be... is it lefties? It is lefties, so it's a roll here with another Brave Bird. So Sep isn't going to risk it, switch out. The Hitmonchan is going to get paralyzed, though. That could be big for Cradley. Gyarados is going to Waterfall. Hitmonchan is going to survive. And he's going to quick bulk up, but that's not going to do much since it's down range. If it's like Mach Punch, he just has to fire it off here for a bit of chip. Nope, Waterfall's just going to take out the Hitmonchan. That's a rough sequence for Sep there. Zapdos is going to come in, though, obviously. Let's go fire off a Thunderbolt. In comes Cradley. Cradley's only going to be asleep for one turn, though. It is forced to rest again. Or, well, forced to sleep for one more turn. Zapdos is going to U-turn out into the Staraptor. And Staraptor's looking pretty solid now. Presumably, the Gyarados is going to come back in to get another Intimidate off, if I had to guess. Yeah, get off another Intimidate with the Gyarados. The Staraptor's going to Brave Bird. It is. So it's going to take a little more chip, and that sand, so that's starting to add up. Dusknoir's going to come in. Is it in range of Banded Brave Bird 53? I guess not. It might be Scarf anyway. Zapdos is going to come in as the Dusknoir's going to Ice Punch. That's not going to do that much. It's only just 35. Zapdos can easily roost those off. And it will. Dusknoir's going to Pain Split, getting some health back and doing some okay damage to Zapdos. Thunderbolt's going to crit, though. That's a ton of damage on Dusknoir. Now it's... But a crit Ice Punch at the same time. Oh my god, what the hell? But now Staraptor's just going to clean with Brave Bird. Doesn't matter. I mean, double crits on his turn. That wild. Yeah, down is Dusknoir and Cradley from what percentage is it? Cradley definitely down from 27, yeah. Staraptor's just going to clean up. Very well played game by both sides. I really enjoyed this one. I think both sides did really well. We saw the Empoleon get to fire off some big attacks. They didn't do much, but the Hitmonchan playing a clinic here. Sceptile did some work, although the Hippowdon game off the Ice Fang one was rough. Thunderwave Bulky Gyara is really nice. I like that Wanda's matchup. The Scarf Magneton did so much progress on Weed 2. Mamoswine was looking kind of scary into this team, but it just went down turn 2. Honestly, I could have seen an argument to preserve the Mamoswine, but if Hitmonchan wasn't running Rapid Spin, I get not doing that. Yeah, Dusknoir doing work as always for Dusty, but yeah, Sep's going to come out with the 1-0 win. And that's going to end us off for this stream. I will see y'all tomorrow. I'm definitely not doing another one today. I need to go to bed soon because I have to be up early. So